let's say I sign a contract. Let's say with Tank, and we face each other. They'll find a way to postpone the fight and keep postponing the fight, having me wait my time. And if I pull out, what's everybody gonna say? Teofimo pulled out. He ain't scared.
Don't forget the rehydration clause he likes to do on guys.
That's a move.
I know, I agree.
Okay,
Tank, hold up, Gervonta, you are a. I don't care what anybody says. You can be all that rah-rah thug life and scream and jock your head on Chief Keith Sosa. Man, with your lips, get out of here.
Would you consider out of everybody?
All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanan, and in this video, we are going to talk about Teofimo Lopez getting a little bit beside himself with Gervonta Tank Davis at the press conference that took place between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez goes in on a fight between he and Gervonta Davis, and I gotta tell you, man, Teofimo Lopez is one hypocritical, little bit off his rocker type of dude. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, what's good to my people out there? Thank you so much for coming back to the channel and talking this boxing with me. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. just had a press conference over the last couple days, and who pops up in full clout chasing mode but Teofimo Lopez, coming off of a very, very big win in his career against Josh Taylor. And in the press conference, he's interviewed by several people and actually calls Gervonta Davis a P-U-S-S-Y. And I gotta tell you, man, do you not remember what you had to fight, what Teofimo Lopez actually had to do himself? But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for showing up to the channel. Keep the channel going strong. Also, thank you to everybody that is new to the channel. Hey, if you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you can notify and let me know whether or not you actually like the video or not. And please leave a comment in the comment section. So let's get into this, man. Teofimo Lopez calls Gervonta Davis a ussy. P-U-S-S-Y. Don't want to say the name, but you know what it is, or some of y'all know what it is anyway. Over the fact that Gervonta Davis had a rehydration clause in a contract with Ryan Garcia. If you don't recall, it was all over the boxing world that when Gervonta Davis fought Ryan Garcia, it was at a catch weight of 136 pounds. And there was also a rehydration clause that limited either fighter from weighing the morning of the fight more than 146 pounds, which is why Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya and these guys have been complaining that it was the negotiations for the fight that cost Ryan Garcia the fight. So Teofimo Lopez sticks his nose in it and says, man, that was real soft for him to do that. And my question is, does Teofimo Lopez not remember that he also had the same thing in place when he fought Richard Comey for the IBF belt that he won before he fought Vasily Lomachenko at 135 pounds? That is a rule for the IBF that you have a 10-pound rehydration. You have a 10-pound rehydration clause. Also, besides this particular instance of just Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. First of all, if somebody asked to come in overweight, I have never thought it was unreasonable for somebody to say, okay, well, you limit how much you can weigh. That seems to me to be like a quid pro quo. However, you also have Teofimo Lopez out here talking about that he is the undisputed champion in 2 weight divisions. Now, I will give him, I don't even have to give it to him because I think he earned it, to be called undisputed at lightweight in the lightweight division. That is just a matter of who do all the 4 sanctioning bodies say their champion is at a given moment. And in that case, Teofimo Lopez was undisputed at 135 pounds. A whole lot of people argue with it, but look, it all hinges on who was the WBC champion. The WBC champion is named by the WBC, and the WBC said it was Teofimo Lopez. Since they said it was Teofimo Lopez and the other sanctioning body said it was Teofimo Lopez, then all 4 of them had the same guy as their champion. That makes him undisputed. This thing, however, at 140 pounds, that's something completely different because Teofimo Lopez is only recognized as the champion by 1 sanctioning body, and that is the WBO. The WBA champion is Rolly Romero. The IBF champion is God, man, who is the IBF champion? The IBF champion, I do believe, is, well, the WBC is Regis Prograis. The WBA is Rolly Romero. The IBF must be Gabriel Matias, and the WBO is Teofimo Lopez. That is not you are not the undisputed champion because you are not the champion of 3 of those divisions, of the 3 of those sanctioning bodies. Now, there is a question about whether or not he is the lineal and say, yeah, I could be the lineal. I was the lineal champion at 135 and the lineal champion at 140 pounds. That may be the case. I would have to actually go and look to see whether or not that's the case or not. But again, you start dropping your belts. Are you still the lineal? Are you still that champion? But I mean, I think you would be in case of the lineal. However, all of that stuff is a bunch of subjective. A lot of that stuff is just subjective and about who the lineal champion is, but he may be. However, that's not what he's claiming. He's claiming undisputed. He's not the undisputed 140-pound champion. He's not the youngest guy to be undisputed in 2 weight divisions in the 4-belt era. It's not that. And the only people that can do that, the only person that really, I think, has the ability to do that or in the position to do that is Terrence Crawford if he's able to beat Errol Spence Jr. In the fight that's coming up on July 29th. And how unfortunate would it be if Teofimo Lopez is out there trying to steal Terrence Crawford's shine ahead of time by claiming that he did something that he did not do? If Errol Spence Jr. had dropped 2 of the belts to fight Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence would not be an undisputed fight. Just not the case. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Teofimo Lopez has the right to say whatever he wants to say. He's a very good fighter. Definitely deserves a lot of credit for having beaten Josh Taylor. He was I still maintain he was the undisputed champion at 135, despite how much backlash I get from Devin Haney fans for saying so. But 135, no. And to say that Gervonta Davis, is an ussy, and all of that stuff, man, it's just over the top, man. You can fight Gervonta Davis after you are free from your top rank card, but your top rank contract. But I have a suspicion that's what's going to happen is that before you get out of that contract, you're going to actually have to fight. You're probably going to have to fight Devin Haney or fight somebody else. And we'll see how long Teofimo Lopez actually stays champion at 140 pounds because, performances are kind of uneven. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.